Alright, so welcome back to the channel, guys. It's me, 80s144. So today, guys, we'll do our final round of 16 preview for the World Cup 2022, guys. So we have our final match here, the round of 16. So we'll get to talk about Portugal versus Switzerland. Let's start with the head-to-head record, because it's actually pretty big. There's a lot of games that has been played. So let me see if I can find Portugal versus Switzerland head-to-head record. So, I believe this has actually been the most played game in the round of 16. So, Portugal played Switzerland on 26 occasions, with Portugal winning 9 of the games, 5 games ending in draws, and 11 games lost. The last meeting came in a UEFA Nations League, and was Switzerland won 1-0 over Portugal. So, it's going to be interesting, guys. It's going to be interesting. Both teams love to play against each other, it seems. And so forth. So, coming into this game, there's a lot of talk about Cristiano Ronaldo. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk about his future. Obviously, he's not really been happy with his recent performances in the World Cup. Other than the goal against Ghana, he's not really been that great in the World Cup, to be honest. And there's a lot of injured players for both teams. Otavio is injured for Portugal. He was likely to miss this game. Nuno Mendes is definitely going to be ruled out, and Danilo Pereira. As for Switzerland, Jan Sommer is going to likely miss the game, and Nico Elvedi is going to miss the game. So it's going to be interesting to see how Portugal do in this kind of game. And Switzerland do have Portugal's number. Switzerland have won a few of their games against Portugal. So it's not like Portugal is guaranteed to win. Obviously, Portugal should win this game. But Switzerland obviously have that upset in them and so forth. So let's go look into both squads here. Actually, before we do so, let's go look at the players that are at risk of suspension. There's a lot of players at risk of suspension. So hear this out, guys. We've got Ruben Diaz, Ruben Neves, Joao Felix, Danilo Pereira, Bruno Fernandes. If any of them pick up a yellow card, they'll miss a quarterfinal match against Spain/Morocco. As for Switzerland, the players are going to miss the quarterfinal game if they are to make it. They have Vargas, Xhaka, Schär, Winmer, Reeder, Akanji, Elvedi. So a lot of yellow cards, man. A lot of yellow cards. So let's go look at the lineups that Portugal and Switzerland is expected to play. This is the lineup that Portugal played against Uruguay. I didn't choose their one against South Korea because they were pretty much through, and they pretty much played a B team in that game. So we're going to see Diogo Costa in goal. I think we're going to see Joao Cancelo obviously start at the right back position, Pepe and Ruben Diaz. I think Diaz and Pepe will start. And then for the left back position, obviously it won't be Nuno Mendes. I could see Rafael Guerreiro starting in place of Nuno Mendes. Just because of the fact that, he's the only other left back they have. Let me see. Did he play? I think he played against Uruguay. Let me see. I'm pretty sure he did. Let me go check if he did. Let me see. Yeah, Rafael Guerreiro played. And then, obviously, for the right back position, the CDM, we got Ruben Neves, Bernardo Silva, William Carvalho, Bruno Fernandes, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Joao Felix. So, they played a 4-1-2-1-2 formation against Uruguay. Now, as for Switzerland, this is a game against Serbia in which they won 3-2. And Bo started as striker. We're going to see him start, obviously, Vargas, So, Shaqiri, Xhaka, Foyler, Ricardo Rodriguez, Akanji, Schär, Winmer, and Kobo. I'm not sure if Sommer's going to be fit in time for this game, which could be a huge downfall for Switzerland because, he's a very good goalkeeper for them, and he's very, very good. So, this is a tricky game. I will say this, though. I think Portugal have a really good head-to-head record against Portugal. Cristiano Ronaldo does have a really good record against scoring against Switzerland. He tends to score against them quite often in the recent matches. And it's a tricky one because I don't really believe Portugal have been that great in the group stage. Despite the fact they finished top of the group, I've not really been that convinced with them because, yes, they beat a Ghana team, but they didn't even beat Ghana in convincing fashion. And Uruguay, we know, have been disappointed this World Cup. And then, obviously, South Korea, they lost. So they need to step up in this game. I'm looking at players like, I think Cristiano Ronaldo himself needs to step up. I think, obviously, Bernardo Silva needs to step up. Carvalho, Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes has been really good in this tournament. I think the key for Switzerland is they have to ensure that they can mark Cristiano Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes out of the game. If they can keep the two quiet, then I can see Switzerland nullifying. Because the thing about Switzerland is that they have a very good defense. Right? But we did see in the recent Nations League game, Portugal did win against them 4-0, right? So I know it's the Nations League, but it's still kind of relevant because the Nations League is, still important games, So I think for Portugal, what they're going to be doing in this game is going to see whether their attacking power is going to be crazy. So yeah, I mean, looking at the Portugal 4, Switzerland nil game, and Portugal, man, they it's going to be interesting to see how they do in that game because obviously Switzerland were very poor indeed, and I think Portugal were very clinical on the day. So it's going to be interesting. So for my score prediction, guys, I was tempted to go with the upset on this one. However, I already went with one upset, and I don't believe we're going to get many upsets. So I do believe Portugal will win this game. I'm going to say they win this game. I'm going to say they win this game 2-1. I don't think this will be a close game, but I do feel Portugal will just edge it. I just think for Switzerland, I just need to see more from Mbola. Like I feel like Mbola for me, he is a good striker, but I feel like he's a bit too unclinical, and we need to see Shaqiri step up in this game. And because the key for me to see, the only way I see Switzerland winning is if Mbola and Shaqiri steps up, and Jaka obviously does a good job in the midfield. If those three players don't do it, I just don't see Switzerland doing it. So I'm going to go Portugal to win 2-1. It's going to be a close game. I think Ronaldo will score a goal, and I think Bruno will score a goal. And I have a feeling that Switzerland will get a consolation goal with Freuler. Something just tells me they're going to get a consolation goal from a set piece. Whatever the case may be, it's going to be interesting. And we could have a Portugal-Spain in the quarterfinals, guys. We could have a Portugal-Spain. So I want you guys to comment down below your predictions for this game. Remember, guys, if you're new on here, consider hitting that subscribe button. Like this video if you did enjoy. Comment down below your thoughts in the comment section below. And I'll see you guys later, man. Peace out.